Hey guys, welcome to the video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to enter your transactions in QuickBooks. Let's get started. Alright guys, welcome to the video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to enter transactions into QuickBooks. It has been 4 months since I made a video, so I really am sorry. It's been very busy over here in property management, and we got more portfolio videos coming. But this one I wanted to make because this is a pretty important, I guess indicator or not indicator, pretty important tool to know how to do. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing to do once you get logged into your QuickBooks account, and before you actually start doing really anything, you're going to want to gather your receipts. So we have 3 receipts. One is to Lazy Dog, one is PGA Superstore, and the other one is Olive Garden. So typically when I am putting these into the software so that we can write it off, I have to check what account they're going into. So I have 2 meals and entertainment, that's for these. So we write them down, you can just write meals and entertainment. And then this other one is for pickleball, but this is actually a marketing expense because I'm marketing for the real estate business, or I'm marketing for Nitro Finance, which is new merch by the way. So let's go ahead and start with this one and get that entered in there. On your QuickBooks, you're going to go into transactions. There's 2 ways of doing this. You can either use your phone, and this is the easy way. You can use your phone and log into the QuickBooks app, which I will show you guys how to do. So cool. Okay, so cool. We're logged in onto our QuickBooks app, and we're going to go down to transaction. On the dashboard right here, you're going to hit that plus sign, say scan or create invoice. We hit scan, and watch how easy this is. All you have to do is scan it, put it right up here, and then hit the picture. It should look something like that. You don't have to hold it the whole time and wait for the auto thing. You can just kind of hold it up, get it in frame, and then snap the photo. Then you hit use this photo. So now it's saying uploading receipt. Boom. And just like that, we took our receipt and we put it into the system. So I don't just leave it like that because I still have to edit some things. So what we're going to go ahead and do is do Command R. There it goes. So on our screen, just to make sure, okay, good. On our screen, we're right here, and okay, so on our screen right here, we have the receipt in there. It says November 6th, which is today, Sunday. It has the store, and then it says the amount. Here's the nice thing about QuickBooks, you can put it in 3 different categories. You can do a split, so you could do maybe like half business, half personal, or you could do business. Then over here, I like to actually click transaction and change the category. So this was before we even go in here, we might just look at all the categories. So we could do advertising, you could do, there's materials and supplies, but really this is a advertising we're gonna check. So they don't have marketing, so we're gonna do advertising. Superstore, and that's in. We might select a rule. This was for account, business, advertising. Basically that's saying, hey, every time I go to PGA Superstore, remember that this is a advertising expense, which is really useful because if you only shop at a certain amount of spaces and you're not going all over the map, then your system always knows where you're spending your money. Just like this T-Mobile, this is going to be known as a business expense, and it's going to be an office expense, and that's a rule. But anything that says rule basically means that it's programmed to remember what it is. Like all of these are incomes, and then over here, these you might have to change up. So some of these are credit cards, some of these are contract labor, others are advertising. So once that's like that, and I like to make sure these are organized pretty well. So I go to my November, and I always put the receipts in the front. Doing this with like one hand, so okay, don't judge me. And then we shut it. So you're probably wondering, why do we put it in that little box? Well, you're gonna have a lot of these if you're running it through your business. So it's very important you keep track of it. Every month you have a folder. In that folder you put all your bills, your papers, and then you put your receipts in front of those because it's just easier to see. I learned that from working with a realty, and I'm going to show you guys how to enter these the manual way. So we're going to go ahead and do add receipt. We can either drag and drop these in, you just put it in there and it scans it right in. We could do it that way. Since we don't have it that way, we're going to go ahead and do add transaction. Transaction is enter a description, meals with clients at Love Garden. Amount 25, business, select category, client, meeting at Olive Garden, discussed business planning. Alright, so this is what we have. We have our date for today. Then we have our transaction, meals with clients at Olive Garden, amount $25, business, cool. Then we have our notes, client meeting at Olive Garden, discuss business planning and development. And if we want, we had a scanner, we could scan it in. So boom, that one's in. And then usually when I do, after I do that, I normally write ETRD, push to insert enter, and then we drop it into the box. So we have another one. We're going to do add transaction, and then if this was a Netfolio one, which I'll show you guys how to do that next. Actually, our previous video, we have that already in there. We like to do the vendor, then I do the amount, and then I do the date. So making sure you have the vendor and the address to the vendor is very important, and hit save. Then after that, take your trusty pen, write ETRD. Look, something like that. You have your vendor, you have your, this is your GL account, and this shows you that you put it in, and then if you need to, you add the vendor, the amount, and the date. That's really it. Is remembering to collect these. If you're trying to write these off for your business, it's very easy just to go about your day and not collect your receipts, and then you're missing out because you can't write any of this stuff off. Now, I believe you can only write off a certain amount, so you're gonna have to check with what the IRS new guidelines and rules are. They change a lot and things may vary, but this is just a very basic video on how to enter transactions, and in the next videos we'll go into more depth of how to use AppFolio and how to use QuickBooks to run your property management business. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more because we got some awesome videos coming up. Thanks for watching.